Hey, you're back with Mandy Wren again on part 4 of my replay of The Legend of Dragoon. Everyone. So last time we went to Bale and met Lavitz's mom, we met the king, and now we're on our way to a town called Hoax. This is going to be another part of war preparations at the moment. So yeah, so we're just in Bale, we're just about to leave Bale really. We've gone to the item shop, the weapon shop, everybody's kind of got their best armor and weapons on them at the moment. We found out about Stardust. We've got a couple of pieces of Stardust. I've actually realized now that I don't need to go back to Celeste straight away for that one bit of Stardust, because A, it's just one bit, but also there comes a point in the game where you're going from country to country, and it will allow me to go closer, like to teleport almost instantly closer to the area where Celeste is when I'm able to kind of go from country to country. So I think it might be a bit easier than kind of dragging you guys along with me to backtrack. So I'm just gonna head straight to Hoax at the moment and just kind of keep the story going for you guys, not drag you guys through places that you've already been just for the sake of one Stardust, when we can kind of make that quite a quick trip just by waiting. So hopefully I don't forget about it. I'm sure I won't, because I've really got it in my head at the moment that I really want to collect all of them. There actually is some Stardust that I can get in Hoax as well. I did sort of admit the last time that I'm not super familiar with the location of every single piece of Stardust. Again, I think it's like there's like 50 pieces. Bale is one of those places that I had a pretty good idea of where all of them were, so I got pretty lucky. But for the rest of them, I'm going to be a filthy cheater, and I will be looking them up. So we're just literally steps away from Hoax at this point. Let's see.
Yes. Double flash.
As well, going into Hoax, we will be learning a little bit more story-wise, which I'm quite excited about for you guys to see. We'll meet some new people. We'll see some familiar faces. So I do quite like this place. It's a fairly small town, so it's not a massive map. It's not anything like massively exciting. But I love this fortress town. I don't know why I love it so much. Yeah, as you can see, it is completely surrounded by a fortress, but there's like foliage, there's like trees, like grass and all that. I really like it. I don't know about you guys, But at the moment, I am sitting here. The weather around me is actually quite gloomy. We've got some clouds. It's quite gray, very windy. There's been a bit of rain, so it's just I'm just kind of sitting here all like snug and cozy with my blanket, just playing some Legend of Dragoon, having some coffee, and like life is just amazing right now. I hope all of you are nice and snug and cozy wherever you are, unless you're somewhere that's particularly hot, in which case I do not hope that you are snug, because you'll probably be quite hot, and I hope that your air conditioning or your fans or your what have you are working and you're not dying from the heat. So we're getting a little bit more into the war here. Obviously, this is something that Lavitz has been kind of enmeshed in for a while now, because this we obviously found out that before there was a truce. The truce has been broken because now the Kingdom of Basil knows that the Imperial Sandora has a dragon. So it's kind of like it's very much like a Cold War, basically, where it's like everybody was kind of at an impasse, so nobody was making any moves. But now, at the moment, because the Imperial Sandora has what would be considered an almost entirely unstoppable weapon, because nobody's seen or heard of dragons in a super long ass time, basically the Kingdom of Basil is shitting themselves, and it's completely ruined the truce. You know what, don't be an asshole to Shauna. Let's just, yeah. I guess it made me out of Lavitz, dude. Oh, bless her. Lavitz, you started this! But yeah, so right now, they're a little bit concerned that Hoax is going to be attacked by the dragon. Obviously, this place is one of the towns that has the most military fortifications. But it's still a major concern. So either way, regardless, dragon or not, they do have a feeling that this is the place that's going to be attacked next. So we're here with Lavitz. Dart and Shauna are a little bit new to the whole war thing at the moment. They were kind of living their Shauna was living her kind of cozy whatever life in Celeste before it got attacked, and Dart was, as he admitted, on a mission to defeat the Black Monster and was kind of a mercenary for a bit. I've heard that too. So you're damn right, man. Let's see. I think this is just another healing area. Oh, it's an inn. Oh, and there's a thingy here. Let's see. Now I'm gonna check my trusty list here and see. So there's 2 Stardust in Hoax. Inside the fireplace in the basement house, found in the upper left side of the village. Okay. I am truly sorry about this. I do. No, we're good. We're good. Ugh. I have so many regrets. Okay, run away. See, I'm mostly just kind of dicking around. I had a feeling that was just going to be an inn. I didn't think that it was going to be like an actual healing area. Let's talk to this guy. So yeah, if you hear me kind of dicking around with my mic, moving it around, it's probably just me drinking my coffee. Oh yeah, see, they're telling us a bunch of things. They're telling us a bunch of things that we'll be kind of seeing later on. Don't I just like to dick around and like check out places for boxes and everything. Actually, I think if I'm thinking correctly, yeah, here we go. There we go. Hello, madam. I mean, you probably should, yeah, but that is totally your call. Now, what's this way? Because I think that just takes you up to another direction. Oh, yes, okay. Yeah. I definitely need to go this way. And I think that's to the little midwife area. I do like this. This person's house is like proper hidden. This whole area is proper hidden. Ooh, here's a box. Thank you. Healing potion. Who are you using? Yeah, see, like the way people talk about dragons, they're like, meh. Like, that thing can't really be alive. Yeah, I remember about the 7th floor in Marshland. I believe by that point we will be joined by another comrade. Oh yes, there's a box. Ta-da! I'm just wondering, because there's an old woman down here. If I'm remembering correctly. How does she get out? There's no doors. Do people just climb down and give her stuff? Bless her heart. Ah, just had to take a sip of coffee there. Delightful. Yeah, see, here we go. That's the very beginning. That's the reason why Dole split apart from the rest. He was like, screw you, you tiny king. Shauna, babe, you are coming on way too strong. You should feel lucky. Yes. That is like not something you want to hear on a first date. Talk about frickin' needing a midwife. Or Dart. Let's do this. I mean, I guess I could have gone the other way. I didn't really need to go through this poor person's house. Like, yeah, I probably didn't need to do that. It's like right up in their business. Oh well. There's another one in here, I think. So I better just... this is the area with the swords. Boom goes the dynamite. Alright, let's do this. Yes, we are. Let's go, Lavitz. Just friggin' running. He's just taking his sweet, sweet time. That sounds so suspicious. I'm here to replace you. You can trust us. Like, that's not... That's, like, comedically an untrustworthy line. Like, relax until the night. Like, you're relieving the guy. I still wouldn't say you should relax. probably. Whoa! You would think that in those towers there would be some sort of a beacon. Like, instead of him just yelling, the enemy's coming, like... I mean, I guess it is quite a small town. But you would think that there would be, like, a beacon or, like, a bell or something. I don't know. It seems a bit silly. Alrighty. Let's do this. Okay, no. The camera will absolutely not be doing that. Yeah, we'll just do that. Okay, alright, sounds good to me.
Yes! Double slash!
I have a feeling that I probably should have checked my additions before this whole kind of encounter started, because I don't think that I'm going to be able to go back into the start menu for a bit. I think it's going to be kind of battle after battle if I'm remembering right. I'm fairly positive that I am. Probably should have checked my additions, because I have a feeling that darts is probably done by now.
Double slash!
Excuse me. Better pick up there. I don't think Lavitz is done. I definitely think it's probably too soon for him.
Yes! Double slash!
These guys are quite a bit better than the guys that we battled, obviously, in Helena Prison. Everybody's quite a bit tougher.
Yes!
Ooh. I nearly waited thinking that it was going to be Lavitz's edition there for a second. I almost didn't quite get that one. Alright. Not going to complain. Another healing potion. This guy's talking a lot of shit. Let's kick his ass, Dart! I mean, he does have a point. Normally, if you're super powerful, you're not too worried about talking yourself up. But let's find out. So I'm part of a Legend of Dragoon group on Facebook. There's quite a few of us, actually, and a few people are doing Let's Plays, which I think is super cool, especially just because it's like the 20th anniversary this year. I just think that that's amazing that there's still like so many people coming back and playing this game. And I really do think that it has a lot of replay value. I know that a lot of people don't really make a habit of like replaying games that they've already beaten, like rereading books that they've already read, watching shows they've already watched. I'm really big on nostalgia, so I do enjoy doing that. Obviously not to the detriment of like discovering new things, of course. But I keep saying there's a lot of traction, like just beginning to grow really, about a petition. There's a petition going around at the moment for them to make a remake of this, like to kind of update the graphics, that sort of thing. Just what they've done for like Ocarina of Time. I think it was Majora's Mask as well that they did for the 3DS. There's obviously the new Final Fantasy remake that came out. I mean, there's been so many good remakes that have come out of like these old games that have just been just gorgeous, like with the graphics that we've got now, and obviously like fixing any bugs, like fixing any anything really that just was either out of place or just didn't like look right, that sort of thing. And I think that this game could really use a revamp. I would play the shit out of this game as a remake. Even if it came out directly after I finished this Let's Play with you guys, I would literally replay it again. Maybe I wouldn't record it, because I'm sure that a lot of people would be like, Jesus Christ, she's playing this game again. Or maybe I would record it and just like not release it for a bit and try to do something else for you guys. But seriously, that is how much I love this game. I would play a remake straight away. But going off of my tangent there is that petition going around. I think what I'm going to do is I will put it in the description for this video, because I think, like, if you enjoy this game, like if you enjoy watching me play it because it's a game that you already loved to begin with, or you're just enjoying watching me play it, thinking about playing it yourself, anything like that, I would urge you to sign this petition, because I know that there's a very low chance of them making a remake. I do know that, and I'm sure that everybody that signs the petition knows that as well, that it's just, there's such a low chance, but it is a chance, isn't it? It's like playing the lottery. Somebody's got to win. Somebody might pay attention. You never know. There's always been traction for people wanting a remake, basically since the PlayStation 2 came out, the PlayStation 3 came out. I mean, like, obviously when the PlayStation 3 came out, they put this on the PlayStation Store. That was how much they knew people wanted to play this game. Like, obviously a lot of them, the PlayStation 3s are backwards compatible, so you could still play it anyway, but they were trying to make it more accessible. And when the PlayStation 4 came out, there was still people like begging for this remake. And now the PlayStation 5 is coming out. Honestly, I do think... actually, Healing Breeze. Yeah, I am gonna... Oh, I've made a huge mistake, you guys. Do you ever just do that? Where you're like, yeah, I totally want that. And you get way too keen just clicking a bunch of buttons. You're like, wait a second, no. I've just discarded that Healing Breeze, and I really could have used it, because it heals more than one person at once. I shit the bed. Back to what I was saying, but people have been wanting a remake of this for a while. It came out on PlayStation 1. People were asking with PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4. Now 5 is coming out, and it's just, I think that this would be the primo time, especially because it's now been out for 20 years. PlayStation 5 is going to be coming out soon. I'm just hoping that they will listen to their fans and just see these petitions and think, like, you know what, you guys, like, we've been making so much money off of remakes. Like, clearly people are super into nostalgia. They want to see stuff like this. Like, we've done good with Final Fantasy and all of these other games, and we should try this out. And so I'm definitely going to be putting that in the description there, so that you can kind of like peruse the petition, and if you decide, like, yeah, like this seems interesting, I'm gonna sign it, then you know what, then you won't have to pay like out the bum for the discs for the game if you want to full on play it on PlayStation 1, because I'm gonna be honest with you, it does cost a pretty penny, especially to get it new. But if you want to just play it, you're not worried about the discs, you're not worried about, like, you're not much of a collector, like, you don't care about that sort of thing, about having like a physical copy, I would say that playing it on the PlayStation 3 is just as good, if you really just want the experience, but you don't necessarily need to, you know, like, need to collect it. But hopefully we can do something about this. So Gigantos are not good against magic. I'm gonna throw that out there right now. Obviously, it would be preferable if I had Shauna with me right now. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna use Spear Frost. It would be preferable if I had Shauna right now, because obviously she does better with magic. But the fact of the matter is, he's not good with magic at getting attacked with magic. So I'm just gonna F his shit up. Almost at 200. And see, look at that, 49. That's like twice as much. And he's already going to, like, normally it takes a little bit, like a couple of attacks before he's like, I do not need a weapon, I will just use my hands. It's like, alright, buddy. Like, normally it takes a couple of attacks, but we're gonna go ahead and use magic. Almost at 200 again, didn't quite make it. Holy crap. I'm guessing it's because that was a burnout. Dart is fire type. Makes me, it sounds like I'm talking about him like he's a Pokemon. But yeah, he likely does a little bit better with that because of that. You know what we will use? We won't use Detonate Rock because Kongal is a Earth. But I'm not gonna use Burnout because that Dart's quite good at that. That's Earth, 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 Flame, Thunder. Oh, that doesn't really say what it is. You know what? I'm gonna go with Sparknet though. Let's just do Sparknet. Don't know why I'm pissing about here. $198. I keep not getting it to 200. I'm really shitting the bed here. Ooh. He is kind of a badass, though, you gotta admit. Oof. Lavitz. Alright, let's see. Oh, Kongal's at Do I do it, you guys? I mean, Dart's in the yellow and Lavitz is in red. I'm doing it. I'm gonna fly by the seat of my pants here. Oh, we made it to 206, you guys. And my god. Look at that. To be honest, I got quite lucky there. Oh, wait, I'm gonna shut up because this is kind of a really good cutscene, even though the graphics aren't right. Oh, and there she is, Rose. I do love her. And now, we know what a Dragoon is. This is a very special moment, you guys. This is the beginning of the Legend of Dragoon. Like, look at that. Yeah, okay then. And he just passes out. And Rose is just standing there like, fucking get your shit together. I mean, she does have a point. Now we add another color to this painting. And it's the beginning of the dragoons kind of being entangled in this story. I love Rose. So we now officially have 2 dragoons in our party, because obviously Rose came with her own dragoon spirit that has called to her. And now we see that memento that he's been carrying around with him for a while is also a dragoon spirit, one that has chosen him. And that just adds an interesting aspect to battle. You'll be able to see that quite soon. Rose, if I talk to her here in Hoax, she will get me to kind of like demonstrate certain aspects of dragoon combat, which I will actually do, mostly because of the fact that I don't really like to waste the magic power and spirit power, two things that you'll understand once we kind of get into it. I don't like to use the magic power and the spirit power on just like little piddly enemies. There's really no point, especially when we've got our additions. So when we want to get our additions up, you don't do your additions when you're in dragoon form. You're damn right, Shauna. Uh-oh, shit is going down now. There's no reprieve from this, you guys. Oh, look at the state of this poor town. Oh, just about to piss Lavitz right off. Damn right you can do it. Get your shit together, Dart. So to the Marshland next. We'll train here a bit with Rose first, and then we'll make our way there. We've still got about half an hour. So we might be able to get through a bit. I'm hoping. I don't believe we will make it to the dragon's nest, but we should be able to make it through the marshland, I would assume. Fierbrand. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I've always said Fierbrand. I love how Rose is like, she's so ominous, but she's so right. It's not even begun yet. All right. So what we'll do is, okay, well, it looks like everybody's healed here. So we've got Shauna's level 6, Lavitz level 7. So now we're at a point where we've got more people than we have slots. At the moment, I think what I'm going to do, since Shauna's only level 6, I'm not going to switch over to Rose just yet, as much as I do love her very, very much, because I'm going to try and, I don't know, actually, I'm so conflicted. I'll think about it while I'm checking out their additions. Let's see. Okay, so double slash, we are not quite complete yet. So to get it to level 5, which is the highest level it goes to, I need to get to 80, so it's only like 6 more. But you can max it out at 99. So I think I'll do that. So I'll hold off on switching to Volcano just yet. Darn it. Oh yeah, see, okay, so we're still a bit off for Lavitz's Harpoon for even level 4. So we'll hold off on that as well. Rose, we've not even started. So you know what? Actually, I am going to switch to Rose only because of the fact that Shauna doesn't have an addition, and there will be more time to kind of fiddle around with her character later. It's really not a big deal. So, and because you know what? You guys have just been introduced to her, so we'll fiddle around with her character a bit. Let's see. So we'll go into armed. And I think what we'll do here is she's only got a bracelet at the moment, so we're going to give her a power wrist to just get her up a bit. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like everybody's completely healed here. So what we'll do the Messiah. Rose is like, well, alright then. Yes, we shall. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll kind of demonstrate to you all the different things that you can do as a Dragoon. Obviously, you'll only be able to see what Dart is doing. You won't be able to see much of Rose's stuff. Obviously, she's transformed into a Dragoon at the moment, but you won't really get to see like a full, like, kind of check of like exactly what she's capable of. But at least this way, because I don't think that we're going to be getting to any boss battles with the Dragoons now on our team, I really want to show you guys what this is all about. So, let's start with Dragoon transformations, because, you know what? Let's just start at the beginning, shall we? Alright, so here we go. I did tell you guys before that with additions, they get more powerful. Well, this is one of those huge aspects of that. So, now that Dart isn't just a person, he's also a Dragoon, now his addition won't just go up when it goes up by levels. It won't just go up in damage, it'll also go up in how much spirit points he accumulates. So let's see. So there you go. So that's 30 plus 5, which is great. And obviously, like, as he goes up as this edition gets better, or as we move on to other editions, he will be capable of getting his spirit power up a lot faster, which is very good for you, especially during boss battles, because you want to be able to go from like de-transforming from a dragoon, because that completely wipes out your spirit power. Like, you use up all of the spirit power that you've got. And the dragoons go up by levels up to level 5, so you can stay a dragoon for up to 5 turns, but that takes a while. And you cannot transform until you max out your spirit power. So here you go. So yes, now that that's spirit power, he's only at level 1, so he only needs to max out 1 bar. When you're at level 2, it's 2 bars, 3, so on, blah, blah, blah. Now, I can transform. And they all have pretty cool, like, little transformation kind of video things. They do this every time. You can turn it off, but I'm not interested in that. I'm not here for missing out on that stuff, because I enjoy the transformations, and I really don't know why. So you will be seeing that a lot. Yes. Yeah, see, so she's telling you that you can configure it to a short one and then not have to watch the visuals. But again, I'm not here for that. I want to watch the visuals. I'm good with that. Alright, so now I will show you Dragoon editions. So they do have editions, but it's not quite the same thing. And I'm going to be honest with you right now, I'm not great at them. So we'll transform him. So you're going to see this again. You'll see this again another time as well when I show you the Dragoon magic, and then that'll be the last of it. We'll get out of Hoax. So the Dragoon editions aren't super interesting. So I don't use them a lot of the time, because as far as I'm concerned, they're not, like, they use magic, but it's just, they're not as good as the actual Dragoon magic. So you'll see right now. So I'm not great at these. I will tell you that right now. I'm not fantastic. And especially because I'm so rusty as well, I have a feeling that I will full-blown shit the bed. But I'm just showing you guys for the sake of showing you guys. So let's check it out. Yeah, see, there you go. I only got 2. You know what? Let me try one more time. Is that even Rose said not even close. So let's try it again. Okay, so that was better than last time. Perfect. All right. That wasn't perfect. I could have gotten, like, it would have popped up and said perfect if I gotten it perfect, but I got it fairly close, so we'll call that enough, because I'm not going to keep you guys here for another friggin' 15 minutes just dicking around with the Dragoon editions. So next, I will show you the magic, which is, hands down, my opinion, the best part of transforming into a Dragoon. So when you transform into a Dragoon, obviously, uses spirit power. We've already established that. But, as you can see, just above the spirit power, there's something that says MP, and it says 20 out of 20. When you go up in each level, you get more magic power, but it costs more spirit power to transform you into a Dragoon. When you go up as well, you also get new spells, which use up that magic power. Now, the magic power doesn't accumulate the same way that spirit power does. Magic power, you have to use a potion or heal yourself, and anything like that. You don't get to just use an addition, then boom, your magic power's back. That is just spirit power. But when you use a Dragoon spell, it's basically like using a regular spell, but it's like a lot more high powered, and you only use a spell that is your Dragoon's type. So with Dart, that would be purely fire ones. As you can see, Flame Shot, pretty interesting one. Let's use it on Rose. And there's little animations, which I enjoy. And there we go. See, 102 damage. Get in there, Dart. Yes, we are fine now. All right. I'd say we're good, wouldn't you? Alright, I don't actually think that there's anything that I can purchase here. I don't think that there's any shops. So what I'm going to do is I'll go up here. We'll save the game. Wait. Yeah. So we'll do that. And then we'll save. And as you can see... Actually, no, we'll save over the cave, because that was the last one, yeah. So as you can see here, now you can see that there's a little red ball and a little kind of like a darkish, bluish purple. And those are Dart and Rose's Dragoon spirits. And we will accumulate more as time goes on. Yeah, we'll be alright, won't we, Dart? It'll be fine. Alright, now let's head to the Marshlands. We've still got about 13 minutes or so. I'd say we should probably be fine. And we'll get to see Rose in action now. Just give me a minute to get used to her addition as well. She's quite a quick little lady, so... we'll see if I shit the bed with her or not. If she even gets a chance, because Dart might kill this guy straight away. Yeah, there we go. And then see right in the corner, 35 points, so his SP will be going up. Into the Marshland. Okay. I believe that it's just straight ahead. Left. Straight, yeah. Okay, so we'll just go straight there. So obviously we'll do that first, and then I believe, yeah, we have to go left to get to Volcano Valued. Wait a second. Is there a box there? There might be. Nope. Oopsies. This place is a gong show. Why would I ever retreat? All right, we should definitely get a chance now at this point to see Rose in action here, which is very exciting. Let's see. Yeah. All right, let's go, Rose.
Whip smack.
I'd say probably after this part of the Marshland, we might be able to get Dart's addition changed to the volcano, which will be nice to be able to change it up. There will be a little bit of this at the beginning. As you can see, when we first walked up, a bunch of people are all fighting Imperial Sandora soldiers. So what we'll be doing is just fighting them as we go along to go into the fort. Yep, there's another one. I can't actually remember if there's not, I don't believe there's a big boss or anything at the end of this, just something that's a little bit more, someone that's a little bit more powerful than these guys, but nothing like to the extent of the people that we've battled so far. So like Frugal, Europolis, I believe his name was, the big snake thing in the cave, or I would count, it seemed like the battle was very quick, but I would count Kongol as a kind of like a boss. The guy from before him, the Sandora Elite guy, is kind of just like a higher powered regular enemy. But I would have counted Kongol as like as a boss, because normally I did make quick work of him this time, but I will say that normally he's not that easy to defeat. The reason why is obviously this is not my first shindig, so I know that Kongol is not good against magic, so I kind of used that to my advantage, since I had quite a few of my magic items kind of kicking around in my backpack. Because I remember the first time that I ever played this game, when I tried to defeat Kongol, I was just using physical attacks. I didn't think too much about the magic items. I probably had like one or two kicking around that did a good job, but I wasn't using strictly magical items. So I nearly had my ass handed to me. But the guy coming up, I wouldn't say that he's on boss level. I think that he's probably closer to the kind of Sandora Elite guy, where it's like not quite as easy as these dudes, but not quite as difficult as an actual boss.
Yes! Double lash!
I'm actually doing quite good with Rose's attack, which is good for me. I was a little bit worried that my rustiness on some of this was going to be a little bit embarrassing, but it's doing all right here. Okay, so we've got this guy coming up next, and then that guy, and then I think make my day. And then I think, yeah, it'll be that one last guy, and then I can go grab that chest. And I believe that there is a Stardust actually inside of this fort, so we'll snag that before we go. Let's see. Let's go, Lavitz. Harpoon!
Double lash!
Something I neglected to mention though as well. So as you can see, obviously Dart and Rose have Dragoon spirits, but Lavitz does not. Once you have 3 people in your party that are capable of using Dragoon spirits, like that are in your available party, so not just like in your party, but people that are like available to fight. Once you have 3 people and all 3 of them are maxed out with their SP, like they can transform, instead of that, just that kind of little stone thing that's just the color of whatever the Dragoon is. So for Dart, the little red stone, for Rose, the little kind of darkish blue one. Beside that will be a yin yang. And if you press that, all 3 of them will transform at once. But whoever pressed the yin yang it will be kind of their, like, home field, if you get me. So if it's Dart, the background will be all red and kind of magical looking, and if he tries to perform his Dragoon edition, it will automatically max out because he is on his home turf. So he will max out and like full on attack, and it'll all be good, and all of his magic will have kind of a power up. Everybody else with their Dragoon editions, you will have to actually like go through the motions, and their magic will just, there'll be nothing special or improving on it because it's Dart that's on his home territory. But it's whoever pressed that you are on their home territory. Now, once people start de-transforming, like once they've used up their SP, you will still be on the original person's home territory until they de-transform. So let's say it was Dart, Lavitz, and Rose, and Dart and Rose and Lavitz, let's say, have de-transformed. If Dart is still a Dragoon, you will still be on Dart's home territory. So all three of them have to be available to press that yin-yang, but the home territory doesn't go away until the person that pressed it has turned back into a human, which I like quite a bit. Man, I really celebrated a bit too early with Rose's addition there because I keep shitting the bed. I sometimes find it difficult to talk and concentrate on the game at the same time. Like I said earlier, I do have ADHD, so sometimes I find it quite difficult, regardless of the fact that I'm currently on my medication and everything. If anybody listening to this is someone with ADHD themselves, you'll know precisely what it is that I'm talking about. It's a bit of like a sensory overload kind of thing. I'm not good at listening, watching, talking, looking at my computer screen, making sure that everything's streaming okay at the same time. It's all a lot to deal with at once, but I like to think that I am improving a little bit. And to be honest, another part of the reason why I did this stream is to try and challenge myself in this way. Like, I really want to kind of get better at dividing my attention a little bit and kind of pushing myself. It's not always a lot of fun, but it's something that I'd really like to improve on. So I'm working towards it a bit, and hopefully you guys think that I'm getting better at this as well. I feel like I've definitely improved since my first video, but I hope to just continue getting better and better, not just with my game playing and my streaming, but also kind of my socializing here and trying to keep you guys entertained and kind of informed on what's going on in this game. I hope that I'm not kind of going through the dialogue too quickly for you guys. I am trying to make sure that to take it a bit slow. Just because I've read it 1,000,001 times before and I already know what's going on doesn't mean that all of you guys have. So I'm trying to really keep that in mind and try not to just click on the X button like it's going out of style and confuse you guys on whatever's going on here. So yeah, so this guy, he's definitely more powerful, but like I said, he's a commander, so again, I wouldn't call him a boss, but he's certainly not to be trifled with.
Double flash.
Okay, so that magic, it didn't really do, as you can see, it didn't really do any damage, but it did end up, I think it's paralyzing. I'm paralyzed, aren't I? Oh, stunned. So I can use my body purifier on him. And then what I think I'm going to do actually is, screw this. I told you guys I wasn't going to use Dragoons unless I'm battling a boss, but I want to show you guys Rose's Dragoon anyway because it's quite good, and because her first magic is not only fairly decent, but it also is capable of healing us all a little bit depending on how much damage it does. So because I don't have a healing item at the moment that can heal all of us a little bit at once, I think I'm going to just do that. It's not going to do much on this guy, I will admit, because as you can see, the background of his name is all kind of like a darkish, like purpley blue. That is the type that Rose is. Rose is a darkness dragoon. So because he is a darkness type, this basically means that he's going to have resistance to her attack, which sucks, but it is what it is. And I want you to see Rose's magic. I wanted you to see her transformation and her magic, and get us all just a little bit of hit points, even if it's not going to end up being much. I really hope it doesn't end up being completely inconsequential, because it's going to suck if you guys are seeing her for the first time and she does like nothing. Fingers crossed. Alright. Moment of truth here, you guys. I mean, it could have been worse. As you can see, she can only do it for one turn. That will change the farther we get into the game. Should be able to stay transformed for 2, 3, 4, 5 turns, and it'll be great. You know what? We'll just use regular attack. Boom! There we go. And he's dead. Alright, what have we got here? An attack ball and a healing potion. Alright, so I'm gonna get this first. Sun Rhapsody. Okay, so that's Sun Rhapsody. Actually, this is a new item. We haven't come across this yet. That I think it's for magic. There's one for magic and one for, yeah, so this one completely recovers your magic. And then there's one that will recover spirit points as well. But I'm not quite sure where that is. I don't quite remember what that one's called. We'll come across it soon enough, though. Yeah, as you can see, this place has been pretty much destroyed. So we've got another Sun Rhapsody. And here is the Stardust. We've got a healing potion, which is good. Amulet as well. So as you can see, a lot of them have been poisoned. Oh, can't carry any more items. Ugh. Let's see. Does anyone need healing? Or let's see, what have we got on the list here? We've got a lot of healing potions. You know what, we won't get rid of any of these. We'll use a healing potion though. And we'll use it on Rose, because it looks like she kind of needs it. Lavitz definitely does not. And Dart doesn't seem like he does. Spirit potion. So that, there you go. So that spirit potion right there, that will heal the spirit points if you're a bit impatient. Or if it, like, let's say that somebody was, like, 5th level. Ooh, acquired a lance. Let's say that they're 5th level. You don't want to have to use your addition that many times. Yeah, so we've already got another War God's Amulet. Let's see. Oh, good. So that's a better weapon for Lavitz. That's really nice, because Lavitz hasn't gotten a better weapon yet. So we'll go back through here. And we've gone a bit over, so what I'm going to do is something that I remember I think I told you guys either in the first or the second video. Since there isn't a save point really anywhere nearby, but the exit to this place is quite close, what I will do is I will just barely exit this marshland and
Double flash.
I'll save the game quickly. And then you guys can join me again this Saturday. And we'll get ourselves to Volcano Velude. And hopefully get through there and maybe even get to the Dragon's Nest, depending on how long it takes us, of course.
Whip smack.
Yes. Double flash.
Ooh, yeah, that's not nice. Arrows. Go, girl. Don't get stuck. Okay. We'll come back through here. It does come quite in handy that you can just kind of leave and save the game. Let's go, girl.
Whip smack.
She is quite powerful, you do have to admit it.
Harpoon.
So, something I may not have mentioned. Do we want to keep it? No, we won't bother. Yes. Something that I don't believe that I've mentioned is that even when characters are no longer in your active party, they do receive some experience points. So they will continue to level up, even though they're not the ones fighting, but they just won't receive as much. So here's where I leave you guys. Next week, what we will do, well, not next week, sorry, bleh, on Saturday, what we'll do, we will go back into the Marshland. Oh, we're so close. We've only got 10 more on double slash till we can go to Volcano. We're almost on level 4 of Harpoon. Obviously, Shauna can't do any. Whip Smack. Oh, we're almost on level 2 of that. So what we'll be doing next week is we'll be going back into the Marshland, but we'll be taking the left path. We'll go into Volcano Velude and hopefully make it to the Dragon's Nest. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's stream, today's Let's Play, really. And I can't wait to see you guys again here on Saturday. And hopefully we can get through some more of the story and you guys can learn a little bit more about the Dragoons, about the Dragon campaign. I can't wait for you guys to learn so much more of this stuff because honestly, it's just really going to get more and more interesting. And I hope that so far this has really drawn you in. So I'll see you guys on Saturday. Like and subscribe if you're enjoying this content, and thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it.